Picture this. Get into the practice room, you get your practice pad, get your drumsticks, get your metronome. What's the first thing you practice? Is it stick control? That's one of my go-tos. Every time I sit down, I work on page 5, stick control. Maybe you're working on your paradiddles or your paradiddle inversions. Maybe you're working on your 5-stroke rolls, or your 7 strokes, or your 9 strokes. Lately, I've been trying to think more about my practice routine. When taking a closer look at what I'm practicing and what I'm actually playing, I notice that I don't play that many flams. Take any one of your favorite drummers and listen to them do a drum solo. Whether it's crazy choppy or more tasteful, more musical, whatever. If you boil it all down, you'll find the key ingredients are singles and doubles. And that's totally cool. You can take singles and doubles so far. That's kind of my philosophy, is think simple, but just stretch those simple components as far as they can go. But oftentimes when listening to myself play, I notice that one thing is missing, and that thing is texture. The flam is literally a rudiment designed to add texture to our drumming. We just take a single stroke and add a little grace note before it. And that gives you that kind of chunky flop, 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 flop. I mean, it's in the name, flam, 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 blah, 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 blah. That's the flam, and it gives you so much texture. So what I want to do today is try to come up with some ways to incorporate it into my vocabulary and hopefully your vocabulary. So a good starting point is to just get used to alternating between right flams and left flams. That's a lot harder than it seems, especially as we get faster. Now, the other flam rudiments, we have the flam tap, which is basically a double stroke roll, but putting a flam on the first note of each double stroke. We also have flam accents, which is kind of like playing triplets, but putting a flam on the first partial of every triplet. Now, here's one that I really like, the Swiss Army triplet. This one has a really nice kind of flowing feel and has the most potential to be orchestrated on the drum set. We'll talk about that later in the video. If you're enjoying this video, please consider leaving a like, subscribing. I'm a small channel trying to grow and build a community of learning and fun on the drums. I'd really appreciate the support. So let's just take these flam rudiments and try to think of ways we can play them on the drum set. The way that I've been approaching this is applying them to the grid accent pattern. So let's say we're dealing with 16th notes, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a put a flam on every downbeat. Then every E, put on the and. Then put on the That could be a little tricky, figuring out the timing of the gaps in between each one of those. You can also do this alternating, so every flam is going to be flipped, right flam to left flam. And you can also orchestrate this in a lot of different ways. So let me demonstrate that. Once you've mastered placing a flam on each one of those partials of the 16th notes, then try to come up with new creative ways to place them instead of just that predictable one every downbeat, one every E, one every and. reminds me of Africa, Toto. Okay, now let's actually play the 16th notes in between all of those flams, still in the grid accent pattern. Now, at first, this is gonna seem pretty tricky. There's a lot of flam accent material within this, but this is why we need to really master the OG rudiment. A lot of the transitions require that same kind of sticking that the flam accent requires. So if this is giving you trouble, go back to that flam accent. Now, this could sound really cool once we start orchestrating it. So just put the flams between the toms and the snare. Here's a cool one. What if we do the flam between the ride cymbal and the snare, but then also add our bass drum? Starting to see where I'm getting at? All these new textures can add a lot to our sound. So for the Swiss Army triplet, because it's in that triplet format, we're gonna make our grid the triplet grid instead of the 16th note grid. The tricky part about this is when we go through a complete cycle of accents, when we come back around to the beginning, the sticking flips to be left-sided. That's kind of a brain melter. Okay, now orchestrate it. Toms first. I'm gonna start trying to incorporate that into some of my solos on these gigs. Okay, now let's try the cymbal plus bass drum sound. Holy, that's hard. Dang. Okay, now let's try improvising. My brain was exploding with the possibilities. If this video resonated with you, let me know down in the comments. Maybe you'll start playing some more flams in your drum fills or your drum solos. I know I will.